What I've got here are the seals for the valve guides for the intake valves. When you order a gasket set, a complete gasket set, they used to send you all 16 of them. They don't anymore. They only send you the ones for the intakes. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take off the edge with flashing, the side with the edge with flashing, and just give it a little bit of a rounded nose. Just give it a little bit of radius on there. That way, when it's around the valve guide and you're putting it down into the bore that holds the valve guide, sometimes there's sharp edges all the way around that, and you don't want that to dig in here, force it up and cut it, and you'd be defeating the whole purpose of putting the seals in there. So this is how I do it. Right or wrong or indifferent, I'm only showing you how I do things. Come over here. There's one side that's going to have just a little bit more flash on it than the other side, or a little bit of an edge. This is just an old boring bar I put on here. Tear a piece of emery paper off. This is 240 extra fine. There we go. It might not look like much, but it helps. It really helps. So I'm going to go ahead. Where'd they go? They must have fallen down inside there. Oh, there they are. I'm going to go ahead and do the other 7, and I'll see you back in the garage. You know, I was sitting around and looking at my valves and got kind of bored. Tried to figure out how I was going to clean these up, and I just hit them with a little bit of a Scotch-Brite. They seem to clean up a little bit, but I want a little bit better than that, so I've already done this once. This is my second one. I put it in lathe here, and I just went ahead and cleaned up the bottom. I didn't tighten it that tight, and all I did was take a round cutter and just skim the bottom of it is all I did. And then I took and I hit it with some, where'd I put it? Two different coarseness of emery paper. So if we can duplicate the first one, I'd be really happy. And then I guess it'd be 6 more after this. I figured since we're putting new exhaust valves, we might as well make these nice and flat. I still have to lap them. Okay. Let's see if I can get you a little better view. There, that's good. That actually looks pretty nice. So I'm going to do 6 more of these since this is number 2. And I guess I'll see you back over at the table with the valve assemblies. Well, as you guys know, I've been waiting for my valves. Still haven't got my valves. This is Thursday. They're supposed to be here Monday. Anyway, I couldn't have done too much without these. So I got myself a whole new set of keepers. We're going to go ahead and put all those keepers on. I've already cleaned and lapped the valves, all the intake valves that is. I've lubed them. So all I have to do is take my compressor load the valve assembly in the compressor. And just make sure that the retainer floats free on the top of it. Put your new retainers in there. It's that easy. But so now I'll be able to put at least my intake assemblies in there. I'm going to go ahead and put all the lifters in. So let me go ahead and get 7 more of these intakes done, and I'll be right back with you. Let's bring this back over here. You'll probably hear me say this a couple more times, but since I had to wait for my valves, I don't know, it's Thursday and I don't know, something told me to go ahead and get on the internet, and there's something waiting for me. I don't know. I really don't know why I checked. I really don't. But I jumped on eBay and I searched for Ford flathead engines. And this really, really nice 59 AB popped up. It was in Nevada. And it said it was only 125 miles, but that's wrong. I knew that was wrong. Yes, I bought it, but you're not going to believe it. You're really not. We're still going to finish this, but let me show you what followed me home. I went up there Tuesday morning, and we just kind of my wife and I and the dog made a road trip out of it. and got to pick up a motor. We don't know much about the motor other than it looks like it's brand new. So we're going to go ahead and pull one of the spark plugs and look inside of it, and we're just going to check it out because it looks really, really clean. Let me bring it over here and show you. Yeah, you can see the clutch. As you can see, it has a brand new clutch in it. It's got a new pressure plate in it. If I can move this thing around. It came on the cart that it's sitting on. And I really couldn't pass it up. It was a heck of a good deal. Here's what it looks like up close. There, that's the wire that goes to the distributor there. I'd say it's in very, very nice shape. You know, the carburetor doesn't even look, I don't know, well, you probably can't see down there, but I've got my bore scope, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at one of the cylinders here and see what we got, because this looks really nice. And believe it or not, the gentleman couldn't get it to fire up, so he sold it as a core, which for me is very good. I found something I could afford. And along with something I could afford, it was something complete. Actually, I mean, this thing is turnkey. I just can't believe I stumbled across something like this. I clicked watching when there was almost 30 watchers on it, and just so happens my wife was coming down the hallway as I put the tablet down, and I told her I found a motor for sale, and she goes, "Where?" And I said, "It's up in Nevada. It's only 120 something miles." She said, "You want to go get it?" And that's all it took me. Once we were on our way, we got MapQuest, and I plugged in his address, and after a round trip of about 450 miles, the motor's home. It came with the starter, water pumps, distributor, generator, carburetor, fuel pump. Here's the cap. Oil filter. So let's go ahead and put the bore scope in one of these cylinders and see what it looks like. And see if I can get this on camera. And these are street fire wires from MSD. They are resistor wires. They're brand new. As is, by the look of everything here, looks like it's brand new. Every last nut and bolt on this motor. I mean, spark plugs are super clean, and it's like it's never been fired. So let's go ahead and see if we can get in here and look at the valves. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. It's not been relieved. Here, hold on. You know, if you know a flathead, you know I can't get in here. Okay. I'll see if you guys can see that, but there's the edge of the valve, and you can still see some red grease around the edge of it. There's the peak right in between the two valves there, and this thing is as clean as grandma's shorts, I'm telling you. Whoop. Yeah, I can't even see the piston down inside there. So, along with inside the there we go, inside the head. I mean, that's clean as no. That is really clean. So, you know, the gentleman I got this from did not build it. He got it this way. He couldn't get it to fire, and he lost his storage and was moving, so I guess I got lucky. I mean, there's even anti-seize, copper anti-seize around the plug threads. I don't know what to say about this except for hell yes. I just don't know what else to say. So this is what I ended up bringing home. A 59 Flatty. Looks like it's been totally rebuilt. I'm beside myself. I can't believe I got a hold of this. I really can't. Like I say, there were a lot of people watching it. And well, let's take off the distributor and look inside there. Let's pop off this distributor cap. Now the rotor seemed to be, oh my gosh, dual points. Everything looks to be super clean. I don't know what to say. Sorry for the long pause of silences again. Long pause of silence. I mean, even inside the distributor cap, it hasn't been run yet. This is a brand new motor. See, there's still. There we go. Yeah, there's still good deals and there. Good people to deal with. I mean, this is going to get a really good home. I didn't get it to get rid of it. There. Oh, it doesn't have the little mount up, the little tab sticking out there. Oh, that could have been a reason why he didn't get it started. Okay. The little tab is depressed in here. The one that lines up with this slot here, centering the distributor on here. And if this distributor's turned, it's not going to be anywhere close on timing. Yeah. So I'm going to have to see about what I can do about putting a little pin back in that. Yeah. That moves way too much. But we're not going to start it up today. We are going to start it up on the next video though. There she is. I mean, even the oil. Just until that oil gets all up in here. And just a little bit of copper anti-seize around that ring. Okay. And we're just going to Well, I think that's about all for this time. I still need to get those exhaust valves. We'll get that motor there put back together and get her in, but like I say, I think we're going to try to fire this one up tomorrow. It'll be on the next video. But for now, you guys be safe in the shop. If you really want something, be patient, it'll come to you. It's a little bit warm out here today. It's probably about 85. I don't know how warm it is in there in the shop. But stay safe in the shop. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. I'll see you next time here at Flathead Ron's Garage. Bye, guys. This is just a rant. Here are my precision intake components thrown in a valve. Valves thrown in a bag. They couldn't even put it in a box. Seriously? Is this how you would send somebody some precision engine components? There. That's who it was. That's my rant. I hope they're not bent.